Hey folks, my name is Franz Ferdinand the Eighth, and this is an American lock that I got today at a locksmith, which also got some other, which they also did some other things as well, which I'll cover in other videos. But today is all about this padlock. Now, of course, like I said, I already got this now, and I'm going to show you some of the features it has that my June lock and my memorial padlock do not. One of the things you see right away is that the shackle has rounded bevels inside. That's because it has a ball bearing. That's because it has locking balls. In that it has a ball bearing locking mechanism. Although I'm just going to call them locking balls, as opposed to the locking pawls seen in my that my memorial padlock uses. Along with and the same goes with my June lock. Another thing, instead of having 4 pins, instead of this padlock having a 4-pin cylinder like my master locks, it has 5 pins. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it has a removable cylinder, which I'm going to demonstrate right now. Now for this you're going to need to remove the cylinder, you're going to need the padlock must be unlocked. The padlock must be unlocked, and you also need a Phillips screwdriver. Now I'm using a Phillips size 2 driver, although it recommends using a larger size, one of the larger sizes, like number 2. Although I don't know. So what you do is take your Phillips screwdriver and stick it down the shackle hole. And then when you feel the screw, and then when you feel some, and then you just turn the screwdriver anti-clockwise, which will loosen the screw. And then once it's fully unscrewed, the screw will pretty much fall out if you put it upside down. Then this little thing will come out. Then, if you give it a little nudge, and then you just use the screw to take out this little cover thing for the cylinder. And then you just take the cylinder out. You just take the cylinder out when it's right side up. Here's what it looks like. That little thing with the I'm gonna take it out with the nail file. Now this little wafer here protects against bypass. See, without this, you could actually bypass the tail without actually picking. Although American Lock solved it with using this little wafer. And then to insert a cylinder. Oh, actually before that, here's what it looks like without the cylinder. Here's where the screw would go in the shackle hole. Here's the actuator, all that. You just stick your cylinder in. And I'd recommend like inserting it with the with this little with the little wafer, and then just stick it in there. And I'd recommend like putting it right sided, putting it in while the padlock is right side up. Now look at the key thing. It's at an angle, and this is how it would be inserted. The cylinder would be inserted at an angle. And all that. And then put the little tab back on, or whatever you call this. I'm not sure if it's called a backer or something. And then stick your screw in the hole, which it'll eventually fall. And then take your Phillips screwdriver and then turn it clockwise until it stops turning. And another feature it has is that you can it can be unlocked. You can actually keep the key in the unlocked position, but once you close the shackle, the key will rotate back to like its regular position, like so. Although of course you could just like insert it and do it in that motion, if you would like. According to the shackle, it is made of hardened steel. Not sure if you can see. But yeah, it says that this is a Series 5200 padlock. Not sure what these two holes are for. But yeah. So yeah, that is my American lock. Now I haven't come up with a name for it yet. So if you actually kind of like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Leave your thoughts and a name suggestion in the comments down below, and don't forget to subscribe. So with that being said, until next time, drive safely.